Good morning, everybody. My name is Rabbit, and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Ocean the Second Story. I apologize that it has been about 15 days since I've gotten anything up. For those of you who have followed me on Facebook, you probably saw my little update from a couple days ago where I am kind of on the home stretch of my work-related stuff. This technically is my final week. It is the 28th of October, so I have just been trying to throw myself 100% into finalizing some of these last projects and just basically tie up a couple of loose ends that have been hovering over me for the last like 3-ish weeks. I want to say we've had a couple really major projects going on. So anyway, after this week, I am completely done. So the good news is that you guys will not have any more delays following this Friday. So I'm sure all of you are relieved. I know I'm relieved. Again, I'm really sorry that I just kind of had to duck out for a little bit just to focus on the traveling and finishing up some stuff. And then I had meant to actually record for you guys about 2 days ago over the weekend, but my bank account, specifically my debit card, got hacked again. This happened last fall, and well, the last time it happened, I believe it was related to the Target stuff, so it might have actually been 2 falls ago. I don't remember, but anyway, this has happened to me once before where my card was compromised and money was basically stolen and used in a fraudulent activity or fraudulent purchasing of items by somebody. And I thought that was behind me. I never use my card in like sketchy places. I basically use my debit card for 3 places. Restaurants, which we rarely ever go out to. Grocery stores, which should be fine. No one can really tamper with, I wouldn't assume, a grocery store like a King Soopers or Kroger or even Walmart. Like big grocery stores, not like little backwoods places. And then gas stations. So when I was talking to the claims person 2 days ago, they called me because there were a series of charges that were attempted at a liquor store in the United Kingdom. Okay, so I guess that tipped off my bank because they were like, this bitch just used her card in Colorado. There's no way 5 minutes later she should be using this in the United Kingdom. So yeah, it's been a really hellacious last couple of days. I've gotten most of the charges already reversed, but there's still one that's processing. So my bank is being a little bit of a D-bag, and they're like, well, we got to wait until this one posts, and then we'll have you call us back, and then we'll fill out a claim, and then they need to mail me something. And I'm like, God damn it, I just want my money back. Like, can you guys get it together and actually be on my side here? Ugh. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's what's been going on with me. So it has been kind of a stressful weekend for me, and that's why I didn't actually get to recording for you like I had predicted in my update post. I told you guys, I'm thinking this upcoming weekend it should be fine. And no, it was not fine because I had money stolen from me, and I've been trying to get that sorted. So there's always fucking something, I guess. That's part of life. But hopefully I'll be able to get my bank stuff taken care of in the next day or two. I'm going to check it out later this afternoon, but I do have to work. So anyway, I'm a little bit exasperated. And then as my final announcement, I guess you guys are like, oh my God, is she really going to dip into 4 minutes for an intro? But yes, my lovelies, I need to update you on me. But in all seriousness, I may sound a little bit different, and this recording session may sound a little bit different. I am using a different microphone. Andrew, as you guys are well aware, is doing his research right now for his thesis, and so he took my good microphone for some recording and interviewing that he needs to do. So I'm using one of my shitty backup mics, so I apologize if there's a lot of white noise or if the audio quality is not as you are accustomed to from the previous episodes, but this shouldn't last for more than 1 or 2 recording sessions, and if he needs to just keep it, I'll just buy another mic. Probably with the money that I'm going to get back from these douchebags who tried to steal it from me in the UK. But, okay, let me calm down, and let's actually get back into gameplay. So I really hope that you guys are doing okay. Honestly, things are fine on my end. It's just been work, and then obviously the stress of having your card compromised again. But moving on to actual gameplay, where we left off together, we ended up recruiting Opera. We went through all of the events necessary to cement her as a party member, as well as open up the option of recruiting her boyfriend later on. So we'll look a little bit more at that later, specifically where we kind of ducked out together. We are outside of the town of Linga, and yeah, so that's it. Let's head inside and get this show on the road. And regarding any pickpocketing or theft that we want to engage in, we will do all of that later. So, this is Linga. Hey, stop! Come back! Eek! What is that thing? What is that, anyway? Whoa, whoa! Stop! Come here! Story of my life. Whoops, what the? I reckon that didn't work out so well for somebody. Did you see what I saw? What is a machine like that doing here? Machine? What in the world is going on? Oh man. One of our neighbors has like a 2-year-old toddler, and I feel like that's pretty much their relationship too. She's always chasing that kid, and he's always avoiding her. Whoops, I blew it again. The old man's gonna make fun of me now. Are you alright? Poor thing, did you get hurt? Her face is the color of her shirt. Oh, don't worry about me. This sort of thing happens to me on a regulated basis. Haha. I think you mean regular basis because I'm the fucking grammar police. My name is Claude. What the fuck? Okay, Claude. But anyway, I'm glad you're okay. Thanks. Hey, by the way, did you see where my Bobot went? Bobot? Yeah, he was running around just ahead of me. Remember? Oh, you mean that funny little radio-controlled vehicle? It went over that way. Oh no, I've got to go get him. But wait. Thanks for caring. Toodaloo. Alright, you guys, let's go. She's more like a tornado than a teenager. Okay, so as you guys can probably imagine, she is, in fact, a recruitable character. Her name is Priscus, and, you know, she's not bad. I personally prefer her with Ashton, which is why I'm going to forego recruiting her. You have the option of basically recruiting 2 people here in Linga. We'll get to who the other person is. The thing is, you can only get one or the other. So if you want Priscus, basically all you have to do is just come back in via a private action, and then you'll be able to acquire her. But if you'd rather have the other character, just don't take any of the necessary steps to get Priscus, and then you're good to go. Anyway, yeah, let's see what we picked up. So we got Knowledge 3 and Technique 3. And I think this is kind of a throwback to something I had mentioned earlier to you guys. We do still have the item that can be converted into what I believe to be Claude's best weapon, or it's at least up there in the possibility of combinations that you can have for Claude. So I told you I wanted to wait until after we get to Linga, and I still want to hold fast to that. I just didn't want you guys to think that I forgot about it. But just to show you, one of the reasons I wanted us to wait until we came to Linga was so that we could get pretty much all of the skills unlocked. So as you can see, we only have one little blank space here, which we'll get later. So we have all of the potential skills available to us in order to do what I want us to do. But more on that later. Let me go ahead and throw some of Opera's points into Perseverance. And then let's actually just go ahead and advance the story, and I'll show you the alternate character that you can get instead of Priscus. Oh, well, first of all, I'm getting ahead of myself. Patience, Rabbit, patience. We gotta start here, and then we'll see the guy. So Keith Klasner's house. What can I do for you, people? Okay. Pardon our intrusion, but we've come to Linga to talk to a linguist. I suppose you want to talk to the professor. You can't. You need an appointment. An appointment? Of course, the professor is a very busy man. You must have an appointment, otherwise he will not see you. Well then, we'd like an appointment to see him as soon as possible. If you make an appointment now, you'll still have to wait a month to see the professor. A whole month? Yes, you'll have to leave now. I'm very busy. Goodbye. Talk about great customer service right there. A whole month? But honestly, I don't know what they expected. If they were going to see a scholar who probably does this for a living, did they really think they could just walk in and he would do this for him? Who does he think he is? Well, we simply can't wait that long, can we? You're right. We have to figure out some way to get in touch with him. I wonder if he has any friends in town. Meaning? Well, a friend or perhaps a person in a store that he goes to regularly. Let's see if anyone here knows. That's a good idea. Okay. So now let's go and I will show you. I was getting a little bit ahead of myself. The other alternative to recruiting Priscus is this gentleman right here. Can I fucking talk to you? There we go. Welcome. What's wrong? Stomach problems? Well, no, that's not why we came. Excuse us, but we wondered if you knew the linguist who lives next to the university co-op. You mean Keith? We would so much like to make an appointment with the professor, but we don't seem to be having any success. We were hoping you might be able to use your influence. He's swamped with work deciphering ancient texts. I doubt he'll consent to see you. We had planned to ask him to decipher some ancient writings we found in Cross Cave. Wouldn't he be interested in that? Cross Cave? Well, now, that's a different story. We can't wait a whole month. Could you speak to him for us? But wait a minute. I hear Cross Cave is one of the most dangerous places anyone could go. And you're telling me you went all the way in and actually, Bowman, Cross Cave was nothing. Well, we do have the ancient writings as proof. Some book? You could have gotten that anywhere. That's not proof of anything. But I might be convinced if... What must we do to convince you? If you're good enough to explore Cross Cave, you should be good enough to explore the Sanctuary of Linga. The Sanctuary of Linga? It's a holy place where herbalists have long been able to obtain many rare herbs that serve well in medicines. It's just outside of town, but it isn't completely cultivated. It's said that in the innermost reaches of the cavern are many valuable wild herbs that have yet to be discovered. Then you want us to go there? It won't be a picnic. It's said that also deep inside there is an opening to the lair of a monster called the Door to the Netherworld. And if we bring you back some herbs from the cave, you'll be convinced? Well, since you're supposed to have explored Cross Cave, I'd expect that you'll be able to bring back something that is yet to be discovered. Something that is yet to be discovered. Are you serious? For the conquerors of Cross Cave, it shouldn't be a problem. Well, what are you waiting for? Yes. So guys, that is legitimately what we are tasked with. We're going to have to go to the Sanctuary of Linga and handle our business. So we will go ahead and do that, but we'll go ahead and call this a video. Like I said, you do have the option of either him, his name is Bowman, or Priscus. To tell you the truth, I think Bowman is an overall better character. Quite a few of my friends, like their ultimate party usually involves Bowman. I used Priscus during my first playthrough of this, and you know, she's not bad. Her voice acting is kind of meh, and overall, I just feel as though her true potential isn't reached unless she is paired with Ashton, who I obviously do not have because I have Opera. So it's up to you who you want. I'm not gonna say one is necessarily inherently better than the other. It just kind of comes down to your personal preference. So if you want Bowman, then just follow along with me and don't do any of the necessary steps to get Priscus. If you would rather Priscus, just come back in here via a private action and go talk to her. I don't remember exactly where she's standing, but this town is fucking small, so you can find her. And her house is actually the blue one with the garage right to our left. So I don't think she's in there, though, if you go with the private action. So just look for her, and she will be here. So anyway, let's go ahead and sign off here. When we come back together, we're going to make our way to the Sanctuary of Linga, and then following all of those events, I will show you guys how to make Claude's ultimate weapon, since we should have amassed a couple more levels. That's one of the things that I'm kind of holding out for. I'd like to get him a couple more skill points if at all possible, but we'll deal with that in an episode or two. So thanks for watching. I am your host, Rabbit, and this is my playthrough of Star Ocean the Second Story. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in just a moment on our next episode.